Y'all, about a good 5 years ago, my ex that I was in a relationship with, my Gemini ex, she once told me that I need to learn how to be carefree. And you know what? I thank her to this day. I know. I know. I know. This is messing you up just as much as it was messing me up. I know. But anyway, let's talk about it.
Who is he?
All right. What you got for me? Relationship talk. Let me see. I can't see. Relationship talk with G's.
How are you?
I almost read that as G Easy.
Everything about keeping your relationship private is important. Keeping it out of the public's eye.
Yeah.
Once it goes to the public's eye, no matter how it came
I
to the
think I
public's
want
eye,
you, girl. I ain't
you
gonna
then
lie.
become a target.
Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy.
Let's be
I hit the
realistic.
blunt,
A man understands that, and they understand that they're going to deal with a woman that they can afford. They're not going to reach for somebody that they can't afford.
Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy.
So let's stop the bullshit.
I hit the blunt, too, girl. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Yeah, yeah. Let me get high with me. Look at the sky with me. You said you would try with me. Now you surprising me.
You get what I'm saying? But you're missing the point.
Yeah, that's what I like to see.
The point is, if you let me finish what I'm saying.
There's no need to fight with me. Ain't no need to cry with me. It won't be goodbyes for me. You keep getting high with me. Just like I'm right for you. I know you the type for me. Yeah, I know you the type for me. Keep on that life for me. I'ma need you in my sight for me. Cause that's what I like to see. Live up to that hype for me. Then you'll be on flights with me. Yeah, I think I want you, girl. I ain't gonna lie. Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy. I hit the blunt too, girl. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. I think I want you, girl. I ain't gonna lie. Do what you want to, girl. Don't be so shy. I hit the blunt too, girl. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Let's go get high. Do you love me like you say you love me? Or is it just when you high and when you sipping bubbly? I know all these shorties on it make it hard to trust me. But I'm thinking to myself like how you just so lovely. You so selfless with yourself, you put no one above me. Always keep that business to yourself and never rush me. I was thinking like I couldn't let no shorty cuff me. But I'm copping you with locking you like it's a must thing. I hope you got my back.
Hey y'all, how you doing? Welcome to Relationship Talk with G's, where our conversations keep you pleased. I'm your boy A1G's here, and now welcome to the Guru's house. Taking shoes off when entering. And tonight I just want to get into a little bit about my ex. My ex from 5 years ago. Guys, y'all have been talking about the beard a lot. I want to show y'all what I have been doing, what I've been using to grow my beard. This right here is called Hibiscus Argan Gold Hair Oil. This is an oil that was, I don't know if he still makes it, but it definitely came from one of my podcast neighbors, Chew the Fat with Smooth. So check out this oil. I'll put it a little bit close to the camera. Hibiscus Gold. Hibiscus Argan Gold. Really a good organic oil. Check that out, man. I definitely love to shout out my kinfolk, my podcast kinfolk. Definitely. But I want to talk about this. And I'm going to bring something in here. In the meantime, between time, please make sure you do the following, baby. So guess what, y'all? Story time. Let's talk about it. So, I covered a story a long time ago. It was it was called "I Don't Talk Shit About My Exes Because I Picked Them," and I highlighted this main relationship that I was in, and honestly, I could tell you to this day, I stand 10 toes down. To this day, when I say this is probably one of the realest relationships that I was in. But I do remember one of the things that she said to me was that I need to learn how to be carefree. I think your sign is incorrect. She said, you need to learn how to be carefree. I think your sign is incorrect. And I'm like, well, damn. What the hell did I do to you? What the hell did I do to you? Y'all know I like my candles, so I figured I'd light one for the live. We're not live right now, but we're live. That makes sense. Light that one up real quick. Yeah, man. So I thank her because I learned a lot from her. Look at that candle. It's lighting up really nice. But I learned a lot from her. And it was really important for me because this is somebody who was a perfect example of what a good relationship could have been had the both of us been ready. There were some flaws on her end. There were some flaws on my end. There were some flaws on her end which were deemed not faithful to the relationship. There were some flaws on my end that were deemed as me simply not being ready for any relationship at the time. And I learned a lot from that. And I saw a lot of things over the years after our breakup. And I started learning a lot about my inner self, my inner Gemini, and becoming the best version of me. Fast forward a good 5 years later, I am 30 years old. I am well developed. I am still on a path to success. I am a diamond in the rough. I still have a long way to go. And but I will tell you this. I remember she was telling me at my job, you work this 9-to-5 job. I was a supervisor there. She was telling me that, I need to, when am I going to get a real job? She was telling me, when am I going to get a real job? And she didn't mean like that I was at a beatdown job. As far as the income was definitely there. I was the highest paid supervisor at my old job at the airport. I was making more than some of the managers. I was putting in 60 plus hours a week. And I tell you all the time, if y'all not putting 60 plus hours in a week, wherever you at or whatever you doing or jobs combined, we can't have a conversation because I'm a hardworking man. And I don't surround myself around lazy people, period. I don't surround myself around lazy people.
Get the French toast out of here.
I don't surround myself around lazy people. So, but fast forward, no matter how everything happened, I look at myself now, I'm like, damn, I'm working for myself. I got not one, not two, not three, but 4 businesses. This being one of them. And boy, have I made quite the change. Nice house, nice cars, and a plethora of people who doubted me. But she was an example of somebody who were friends first. We were friends first. And let me tell you, I learned what she meant by this statement when she said, I need to learn how to be carefree. I learned what she meant by that. I care too much. I put too much into people, more so than I did it to myself, because I didn't have a full understanding of myself. I didn't have a full understanding of myself. Once I learned to tap into me, once I learned to tap into the inner me and just really let out my true self, I stopped giving up. I stopped giving a French toast, period. And man, that's really all I needed. Now I'm putting in more than 60 plus hours a week. Don't see a day off. And I'm doing it independently. And I'm making far more independently than I did at my 9 to 5. Don't get me wrong. It was a good job. It was even good management, good staff, you know. But when you have dreams and aspirations and a worth ethic that is bigger than the most effort that you can give at that 9 to 5, you are in the wrong place. It is time for you to spread your wings, spread your wings, and take that risk. Take that risk. Take that risk. And that's what I did when the pandemic came. The second job that I was at, they put me out of work, on hold. But then when they offered me a job again to come back, when they offered me a job, they said it was going to be 3 hours a week. They said it was going to be 3 hours a week. I told them, you can keep you can keep that money. You can keep that money. I'll collect my unemployment. Thank you. I already had a business at the time, business number one. And 4 years later, 5 years later, 3 years later, whatever you want to call it, I'm 100% self-made, self-paid. That's right. That's right.
You can't make this shit up. Yeah, I heard it.
Motherfuckers was hating on me. But guess what? I was moving in silence.
Real bad.
And now the silence has been broken.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
So, guys, this is a testimony to say, follow your goals and aspirations. Being self-independent ain't for everybody. Sometimes you have to be the person flipping burgers at McDonald's and carry it proudly. There's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's. There's nothing wrong with being the bean pie, the man selling the bean pies. It is nothing wrong with you, holding it down, washing cars. It is nothing wrong. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you're a barber, be the best barber that you can be. If you're a football player, be the best football player that you can be. There has to be something for somebody. Just give it your all. But for those who have that edge and the determination that everybody can't be the business owner. Somebody has to be the worker. Somebody has to be the worker. My work never ends. Like right now, I just got a message. It's no the fuck clock in the morning. No the fuck clock in the morning. It's no the fuck clock in the morning. And I'm still getting messages from customers. But you have to give your all. This is about being self-made ain't for everybody. You work countless hours of day and night time. You don't get time off. You have to design your time off. But the liberties and the freedom, but you have to be able to handle it. You want to live a lavish lifestyle, you got to pay for that lavish lifestyle. You have to be able to maintain that lavish lifestyle. Signs of a lavish lifestyle. You have to be able to maintain it. You want to be the boss applesauce? You got to be able to swim in the sauce and not drown. And I am a better person today because of those things that I built and relearning myself and actually thinking about the things that my ex told me. That's why I don't talk shit about my exes, because I picked them. And let me tell you something. One thing about me, G's ain't picking no bum ass bitches. All my chicks was good. All of them. It's definitely not about how you start, it's how you finish. Obviously, it wasn't good enough to where we could continue, but they're still good people. They're still good people of character. And that's the problem that a lot of people have messed up. They don't surround themselves around people that can be influenced in life. Listen, if they're not in your life to influence you, to give, they're taking from you. And ain't nobody got time for that. And look at me, man. Still got a long way to go. So that's my encouragement to y'all. I thank her because now I have tapped into my inner Gemini. And let me tell you something. I am dangerous. And guess what? All y'all mugs that was out there that had my name in y'all mouth, all y'all mugs that was out there had my name in my mouth, in y'all mouth, pause. Definitely, big pause in that one. Y'all can kindly
Stop the cap.
Stop the cat. Stay in your lane. Take this road path with me. Or watch me win. While you guys are still taking the L, still talking shit. And let me tell you something. If you ain't got haters, you ain't doing something right. And now I don't give a fuck. Because true people who are successful don't give a fuck about what other people think and have to say. That's right. So, for those of y'all who started with me but didn't finish with me,
it was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Holla at your boy.